Okay. Okay.
So
And then while we're real quick, what tends to happen to me, because I know I've gotten so many tips in here, like I feel like I'll apply it to one video and then like I kind of will either forget or I'm not sure how to apply it to another one. And so I haven't really been maybe doing as much as I could with these strategies.
yeah. Well, you have to make things simple or you won't do them. You have to template
Yes.
things. You need a system. That's why I think
Yeah.
about things in
Yeah.
a system. Like everything that you see in your life, the computer you're using, the house you're living in, even when you do your hair in the morning and your makeup and things like that, you have a system. You probably do things in the same order, the same way, very similarly every single day.
Uh-huh.
So until you apply that to your business, you're going to be very irregular and it's going to be chaotic and it's going to feel very, out of place and then it's going to
Yes.
stop you. So you have to develop systems. If you don't,
Yes.
it's not going to happen. You have to think in
So
systems
that's
thinking, okay? So,
yeah, that's so funny. Yeah,
and you're
I
going to
have a
have this
text.
recording. So you can go back and listen to this again and you can create this system. All right?
Perfect. I'll totally do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's I'm in a
So
text group of ladies and we were talking about this yesterday. I was like, I feel like I need just like an outline or something.
yeah, I'm going to give you one. Okay, so
Cool.
let's move through this. I promise it's you're gonna be enlightened after this, okay?
Sweet.
So these three key metrics, they really are the key. Okay. You have click-through rate. Think of that as like the gatekeeper. Okay. You have AVD, which is the average view duration, and this is the keeper. Okay. And you don't have to worry about taking notes because again, I'm going to give this to you. Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you the slides and I'll give you the recording of this. Okay.
Okay,
So
thanks.
just let your mind free to listen and like take this in. Okay.
Okay.
So you have click-through rate as the gatekeeper. You have average view duration. This is the keeper. And then you have your session watch time. And this is like the growth engine. And this works for any social media algorithm. This is the core fundamental elements that make it work. Okay, these are the core things that determine if your social media posts get pushed out more to the people that are out there that would want the post or that would be more inclined to do things with you, right? So this is the key. This is what you really want to focus on. Okay. Okay. So this first one here. All right. I'm gonna shrink this down a little bit. There we go. Okay. So click-through rate. All right. Now, I don't care if you've heard these terms before. I don't care if you think you know what these terms are. I want you to just forget about that for now, and I want you to reopen your mind to learn it again because this
Mhm.
I made this mistake, and I don't want you to make this mistake because it'll hold you back. It'll make you feel like you're not good at this or this isn't for you, and you don't have to feel that way, okay? Because it
Yeah.
is. You just have to put these ingredients together. So the click-through rate, this basically determines if your content gets pushed, period. If when you Here's what happens when you put out your post, the algorithm doesn't matter what platform, it's going to push it out in front of the people that it thinks would most likely like that post, and that is determined off of the things that you put in the post. So your
Yeah.
thumbnail, your title, it transcribes your post, like anything that you say, and then it comes up with basically a measurement, and it says it thinks that this post is about this topic or this thing, and then it tries to mirror match that with people that are looking for that stuff, and they determine what a person is looking for based off what that person does, how they behave out there. So if a person is constantly looking at apple pies or cooking, and then you do a post that talks about apple pies and cooking, it's going to mirror match those two things together. So
Yeah.
so that's what happens. The inputs that you put into your post, the title, the thumbnail, and what you say in it, and anything, the descriptions, anything that you do determines whether or not that post is going to get put in front of this person or this person or this person or this person. And the moment you
Hmm.
post something, it's going to push it out there and see, does it get click? Do people click on it? Okay.
Yeah.
So the percentage of people that actually see your thumbnail or your post and decide to click, that is the click-through rate. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
yeah, so if you have a low click-through rate, the algorithm won't push your content. So the key thing that determines if you get clicked on is the title and the thumbnail. Okay, so if you're on um, TikTok, that banner image, like the image that you put on there and what it says on there, and then the title that you put in the description and what you say, that's going to determine, okay, like immediately if people
Hmm.
like if it's low, if it's under 6%, like if you look at your TikTok posts and you look on there and your click-through rate and average view duration, if these things are really low, it's just going to push your post down. Because think about this.
Yeah.
If you owned one of those platforms and people were putting posts on it, and those posts, the moment somebody touched them, they went away, you wouldn't want to push those out because you want people,
Nope.
you want to push out posts that when people watch them and look at them, they keep watching and looking at them, which keeps them on the platform. If your post
Hmm.
makes somebody want to leave the platform or swipe, that is a bad indication of they don't want that. They want people to stay on a piece of content and they want that content to be very focused because the way social media makes money is by selling advertising. And if
Yeah.
advertisers, go to the platform and they're selling apple pie recipes, they're going to go to accounts and posts that are very specific talking about those things. So because they know that those people would be watching that would like those types of ads. So
Hmm.
the key thing here is you want to create curiosity, controversy, excitement. No one's talking about this, or you're making this mistake, or
Yep.
and you know how people like don't use clickbait, like I'm telling you do use clickbait, but then make sure that when they click, it's not they get what they get what it said. Like if
Yeah.
you say something crazy and it's clickbaity, that's great because then they'll click on it, but then you better give them what they came for because then
Uh-huh.
it's not clickbait.
Yeah. 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 That
Okay?
makes sense.
So, and I'm gonna go through this, but like I just keep that in mind, okay?
Hmm.
So, click-through rate, you have to get it clicked. You have to. Your
Yes.
thumbnail and title is everything. Your thumbnail and title is everything. The description, the first sentence in your description on your TikTok, the image and the banner, it needs to be very curiosity provoking and it needs to be very specific to what you're doing, which is helping people understand the entrepreneurial journey versus the 9 to 5 journey. That's the only thing you're doing. If you're selling legacy, if you're selling the legacy builder and that program, the key concept that you're getting across is there's two systems out there. There's the entrepreneurial system online, or there's like the 9 to 5 corporate system.
Yeah.
So you're constantly just making the A/B comparison to those things with a lot of different examples, a lot of different ideas. Okay. The average view duration, the keeper. Okay, this is the keeper. Once people click, okay, the platform cares so much about how long they actually watch the video. So this is where you
Yeah.
have to use retention strategies. Okay. So how much of your video or post do people actually consume? If you go
Yeah.
look back at your last 10 posts on social media, on TikTok, and you look at what was the percentage that people watched? If it's not 50% or higher, you need to get it to 50%. Most people
Okay.
says like 2 to 3%.
Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
looking at the last video I posted and it was 2.5%.
Yeah. This is why it's not getting pushed out. And the only reason that it's not getting viewed more is because you don't have a strong hook. So this is one of those ingredients that is, and you don't have to guess. You don't have to guess about a hook. All
Yeah.
the hooks are already available out there. If you type into Google right now, what are the, well, not literally right now, but when we get off here, 100 of the 100 proven hooks to work in social media, it'll give you a whole huge list. Just pick one and go with it.
Yeah.
Like there will never be a post that you do from this moment forward that does not have a strong hook in the beginning. If you're not starting with a strong, proven hook, I don't want you coming up with hooks. I
Yeah.
want you to go find one that's already available and I want you to use that. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Because this is so critical. I can't stress how critical this is. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, when if people leave your post right away, the algorithm just assumes that your content is not engaging and they stop showing it to people because
Yeah.
that's the exact opposite of what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to give it what it wants and it'll give you what you want for sure. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't fancy things. It's like very simple to do. You just go find a hook. And matter of fact, let me just show you one, like what I'm talking about, because this gets so, so, so overlooked. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
People just don't do it. It's insane to me. All right. You have to do it. This isn't like optional. Okay. It's like not cooking the pie or something, right? It's like that critical. Okay. And we just overthink this stuff and we don't need to. All right. So you would take a list like this. Okay. There's like 100 different hooks here. You just pick one that's making sense for your idea of the post. Like any of these would work. These are proven. It's like this one here, number 20. Okay. 99% of 99% of people in a 9 to 5 job don't to be the 1% you need to. Okay, that one's not a very good one. I will show you how to have the best X of your life. This is going to be mind blowing. Let's find X people started scrolling. I have the perfect for you. You've been looking for, okay, this product is the secret to X. Don't waste your money on this. Instead, buy this. Okay, let's use this one for example. You would start, and this is pretty much like what you have on your thumbnail title as well. Okay. And like the title, okay, kind of all is the same. But literally, it's like, don't waste your money on drop shipping. Instead, buy a pre-built digital product. In this post, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. You just use this is proven. You,
Yeah.
it, it's that simple. You just literally have to fill in the blanks here. Okay.
Did you just search 100 proven hooks for social media and this is what it came up with?
Yeah,
Because it
you can
seems
type
like,
in 1,000. There's thousands of proven hooks. All you have to do is literally just use them.
mm,
But people aren't doing this. This topic, this is topic explained for, okay, so um topic. So this is
this
topic
is this
explained
is making
for
money online explained for stay-at-home moms.
exactly. And then you have to honor the hook,
Yes.
okay? Because if you
Yeah.
don't, people are going to think like it it's like the door says this goes outside and you open it and it's a closet. It just makes you feel terrible. Like it's like,
Yes.
and then they're like, I'm never
Mistrustful.
going back there again.
Yep.
And they leave right away. The algorithm goes, oops, they clicked, they left, they didn't view it. Let's take this post and shove it down so nobody ever sees it.
Yeah.
Because that's what you would do if you were trying to grow your social media platform.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's that simple. Like, don't overthink this, okay? There's nothing more painful than starting an online business and it failing. Let me show you in this video how to not do it that way.
Uh-huh.
Okay? It's like
Ooh,
there's
I like
tons of
that.
these. You have
Yeah.
to use this right away in the first 3 to 5 seconds, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the way you keep people going is you can change your camera angle. You can literally just move your hand if you're doing a TikTok. You can
Uh-huh.
just literally move. You can add text. You can get closer to you. You can do a quick little edit that changes from one thing to the next. Or you can keep doing things like, now I'm going to say something here towards the end, but first I want to talk about this. It's like, I'm going to do this, but first, I'll
Yeah.
get to that in just a second, but first, just the word but is the key thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've got three things that I want to show you, but let me explain the problem first. Just the word but is going to save you and it keeps people watching. And if you can keep it visual, then it keeps people engaged. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So click through rate, average view duration. Now, session watch time. This is like the growth factor. Okay. When somebody clicks on your post, if they leave the platform right away, this is the absolute worst thing that could happen. Like they go to TikTok, and then you tell them to leave and they leave. Like this is awful. You want to get at least three videos viewed. So have you ever seen those videos where it's like part one and part two and like and then see this video next and look at this video next. Like, and that's why I made this video for you. You want people to
Yes.
see at least three of your videos before they leave. Okay.
Yes.
So you want your content, you want any platform that you're on, any social platform, you want them to say that, wow, after they click on her content, they go watch more content on the platform. They like give you a green check mark. They're like, this is great. This is
Right.
powerful. And so the total time that a viewer spends on the platform after watching your content, including watching other videos or other posts, they don't even have to be yours.
Okay, let's open it.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Keeps
So
them on the platform.
if you're like leave, you're like go get my lead magnet in every post. If they click away to go look at it, this is not ideal. You want
Uh-huh.
them to see like when you, so what does this mean? This means when you create videos, create them in packs. Like think of three different video ideas that you can do together and you say, okay, now that you've watched this video, go watch this next video. I linked to it down in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
or go watch it here. It looks like this and put a screenshot up of it. Think of like if I'm going to do a three-step thing, instead of doing it all in one video, do three different videos and then that third video you can tell them to go get your lead magnet or go get your thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Michelle was mentioning this in the call she did yesterday.
Yeah,
It's
it's very
and I
critical.
think
Like
okay.
use
Yeah.
think of it
Um,
as like Netflix. They want you to, they watch episodes after episodes after series. Because in between the little episodes and series, there's little ads that they can do. There's little things that the social media platforms can do or the Netflixes can do. You have to play
yeah.
their game. They're
Yeah.
letting you
That makes
use this
sense.
billion-dollar platform for free. You better help them win, and they will help you win. It's very simple. It's very simple. So if your content leads to longer binge watching sessions, platforms will push your content very aggressively, and you
I
get
like that.
free power. So basically, on YouTube, you guide viewers to another video of yours, and this would work
Mm-hmm.
on any platform. Or you can loop content, right? Like make content that just seamlessly loops or entices a replay or gets people to watch it again. You've seen like those TikToks where like what they say at the end and then it like kind of like almost rehooks it to the front again. You know
Yep.
what I'm talking about?
Yes. Michelle says re-agitate.
Well, it's like this. It's like a short's like it says something like how da 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 da, and then at the end it's like and that's why, and then it starts over at the beginning again, and it sounds like it's all part of the same thing. Okay.
Mm,
I wouldn't worry about trying to get too crazy with that, but it's kind of like understanding this lingo right here. Look, if you found
mm.
this video helpful, you're gonna love the next video.
Yeah.
That's it. That's pretty much all you got to say. If you found this video helpful, you're gonna love this next video because you have to understand whenever they want to go check out your thing, they can go to the link in your bio. They're not stupid. They do the same things that you do. They go look for the people. They look for links. They will go do the thing. They'll look for stuff. So as long as
Hmm.
you're engaging, and you got to remember another thing, you're going to start getting pushed out way more. But you can't leave these out. Like they have to all be used together. Okay?
Hmm.
So click through rate, average view duration, and then session watch time. Now, I want you to think about this as like an analogy of a funnel. Okay, so think of social media like a funnel. You have your post, click-through rate, average view duration, session watch time leads to you getting pushed all over. So look at this. Click-through rate gets people into the funnel. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
think about that. When your post goes out and they click on it, it gets them into the funnel. Average
Mm-hmm.
view duration, this keeps them in the funnel. And then session watch time determines how much push you get. How much that, like the longer they stay on the platform because of your post, that determines how many people it sends you out to. So
Yeah.
if your click-through rate, if it goes up by, let's say, 10%, and your average view duration improves by 10%, and your session watch time increases, your content doesn't just go out a little, it gets exponential distribution. Like
Yeah.
these small little improvements in each of these areas is what leads to massive, massive growth. Like
Okay,
it really,
cool.
truly does.
Well, I
Okay.
like that because then you could do like, okay, how to make money from home. All right. And then in the next video, I'm going to show, how it could work around your busy schedule. And then, that kind of thing. Is that what you mean?
100%. But every single piece of content has to have a hook in the first 3 to 5 seconds. It's just
Yeah.
that one sentence, that one line, and you don't have to come up with it. Go find proven ones and then make your topic or your big idea fit to that proven template.
Yeah.
So every single time that you build out a video, you are going to think about it in these chunks. And I'm going to show you what these chunks are real quick. Okay. Now,
Okay.
again, all you have to do, if you just go look at if you just audit your social media content, which metric is your weakest? Okay. Is it your thumbnails and your titles? Is it your hooks? Is it your session watch time? Like, which one is it? Which one's the weakest? Most people, it's their hook, right?
Okay.
Most people, it's their hook. The second thing is like their thumbnail and their title. And then nobody does the session watch time thing. Everybody's just like, go get my thing or put whatever down in the comments. It's like, no, they need to go watch more. If you
Yeah.
put something down in the comments, it better be a link to the next video on the same platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So if your click-through rate is terrible, then you need to fix your thumbnail and title. If your average view duration is under 50%, then it's because you're not using a hook. Okay. And if your session watch time sucks, it's because you're not getting people to go to the next video on the platform. You're not getting them to stay on. You're directing them off of the platform. You can direct
Mm-hmm.
them off of the platform after they've spent 3 video sessions with you.
Yeah. For mine, I just tell, put X in the comments or like if you found this helpful, give me a follow. Like that's what I say for a CTA.
Okay, so now it's like, imagine you've got a video that is, 5 reasons, you use a hook. Okay, so let's go find a hook here. It's like simple X that will make you X. Why 99% of people won't X. Okay, here's why 99% of people who are trying to get out of a corporate job and actually make more money online or the same money won't ever make money. And there's 5 reasons. Video 1 is reason 1. Video 2 is reason
Mm-hmm.
2. Video 3 is reason 3. When you get to the 5th and final reason, so they've been to 5 different videos now, then you can say, go grab my thing and send them off the platform.
Yeah.
Build up session watch time, at least 3 videos.
Yeah. Okay. I like
And
that.
you have to focus on this. Like, this is not like optional.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
okay, yesterday I did a video, 3 things you need to start making money online, but
hmm
I could have made that into like 3 20-second videos.
hmm Exactly.
So
And then
yeah,
that
so I
third
guess
video, you can link them away.
yeah, okay, I'll play with that.
And just when you create those videos, just create them and then go back and you can link to them down below, or there's even ways to connect them together, right? And if you do them right after each other, just get them all done. Then you can go back and you can even say, grab the link in the comments, even if you haven't put the second one up yet, because you know that you'll go back to that post and put it in the comments.
Yeah. I didn't think you could link things on TikTok.
Well, it's not necessarily linking. It's like you can do like you can be like part one, up in the thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then I guess I could
That's
say go to
kind of
my
like
profile,
in their mind, it's like
click
a
part two.
mental linking, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
guess you could say go to my profile and there's part two or whatever, right?
yeah, you could do that, but I wouldn't do that because then you have to go change that all the time. Just in the post, it can say part one, and then down below in the comment, the first comment can be you, and it can be like, here's part two, and then you can just put the link in there, or you can show them what it looks like, or you can tell them what to type in to go to, or you know what I mean? Like, and then you can
Yes,
just do
I
part
can.
one, part two, part three. Just do those three videos, and they'll see them right away in a row.
Yeah, yeah. I just didn't think you could link a video
You
in
actually
TikTok.
can't link it, okay? You can't
Yeah.
unless you're in YouTube. YouTube lets you, but
Yes.
TikTok doesn't. But it doesn't matter. Just go down into the comments and do it, okay? And just mentally tell them, like you're mentally linking them, not physically linking them.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess
You understand what I'm saying? It's like this. There's no link to click on, Natalie, but after this video, I want you to go find part two, which would be right after this one in my feed. So if you go to my
yes.
profile, you'll see part two right after this video, and then you'll see part three. I'm mentally linking,
Yes.
I'm verbally linking you, not physically.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep it
That
simple.
makes
Don't
sense.
overthink this shit.
Okay.
You tell your kid, clean your room, and then go to the kitchen, and then after the kitchen, go out to the garage. There's not a physical link. You're verbally telling them what to do, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the content structure so you have a system. Okay. And then I've got to go here after this, but
Okay.
I want you to like just think about this, all right? So for each video, it doesn't matter if it's TikTok, doesn't matter if it's YouTube, doesn't matter what it is, okay? You're going to always come up with a big idea. What's your big idea? It usually starts with like your big idea, title, hook, it's all kind of the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what's one core idea that makes the video worth watching?
Yeah.
Okay. What's, you know, are you challenging a belief? Are you showing them a unique perspective? Are you promising a transformation? Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Example, why 99% of online businesses fail, and then how to be the 1%. So, what one was this? Is this challenging a belief? Is this a unique perspective? Or is this promising a transformation?
This is a promise of
Yep.
transformation.
Yep. That's simple. Okay. So, and then what is this an example of right here? This is
What what are you asking?
what is this example of? Like what this is also, it's a big
Well, it's a
idea. It's what the
how-to.
video is
Is that what you
about,
mean?
but what is this right here? Why
You mean it's a how-to?
99% of X fail and how to be the 1%.
Mm-hmm.
It's also
But it's a how-to.
it's a hook.
Okay, it's a hook.
It's also a title. You could title the
Uh-huh.
video like this. You could put this in the thumbnail. The big
Yeah.
idea, the one core idea about the video that you're doing, you're basically coming up with your hook, you're basically coming up with the title and the thumbnail. It's all kind of coming together now.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. So basically you go to your hook first, right? So you have the big idea for your video now. Okay, so this is structure
Mm-hmm.
one, just like you see here in the video. Remember this picture?
Yeah.
You just did step one.
Mm-hmm.
Step one is the big idea. So now you have the big idea for your video. Now you're going to hook in the first 5 to 10 seconds. So this is the second part of your structure. It doesn't matter if it's a 10-second video or a 10-hour video, you still use this structure. So now we're in step two. You
Mm-hmm.
see the green dot down here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, most critical part of the video. This is what stops them. This is what gets them involved. This is everything. So again, curiosity, controversy, a bold statement. Okay. Example hooks for the big idea above. So this was the big idea, why 99% of online businesses fail and how to be the 1%. So here's some example hooks. So they see that title, they see that on the thumbnail, and then right when the video starts, literally, it's like most online businesses are doomed from day one, and here's why. Or if you're struggling to make money online, it's not your fault, but you need to fix this. Or 99% of people fail at online business because they do this wrong. Now you've opened a loop and they want to know what this is.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yes.
You don't have to say anything more than that for the hook. That's the hook. Now,
Okay.
do you think that you're doing this in your content?
Um, with some for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely what I aim for.
Okay. Okay. So this is a must have. It's vital for success. Okay. Do you notice how these
Yeah.
like little images help?
Yeah.
Visuals?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So this is not optional anymore. There's no option to this. Like the first 5 to 10 seconds, there has to be a proven hook. Use a proven hook. Okay. So if you don't do this, they won't stop. They won't stay.
Yep.
And your stuff will go south and then it won't get pushed. And then you'll say it doesn't work. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's two types of hooks. If you can do, you have to do one of them. If you can do both of them, great.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There's visual hooks and there's verbal hooks. A visual hook is basically just something that is striking, it's captivating, it has design elements that grab the viewer's attention based off what you're talking about. So in this case, this shows a person in the 9 to 5 grind, and then this shows a person on their laptop in an ocean, beach, tropical setting. One is smiling, one is not very happy at all. This
Yep.
instantly hooks you if you have these types of emotions or these types of dreams or visions or anything, okay? So as you're saying your hook and you show something on the screen that like is relatable and it's goes along with the topic, this is very powerful, okay?
Okay.
Or you could do
Mm-hmm.
like a verbal hook. If you don't have a visual, you could always do a verbal hook. You have curiosity based hooks. You're doing blank all wrong, here's why. Or 99% of people miss this one simple trick. These are curiosity. They have to close the loop. Or you can have contradictory or pattern interrupt hooks. Right when the video starts, hard work is not the key to success. Wait, I thought it was. Here's why it is.
Yeah.
Here's what is.
Yeah.
You just open the loop again. Or you don't need more followers to make more money online. Wait a minute, I thought I did. Open the loop. I got to close it. This is the worst advice I ever got, and I followed it. Okay, well, what happened? Okay, so contradictory. Or I was stuck in a dead end job until I discovered this one thing. Got to go figure it out. Or a year ago, I
Yeah.
was broke. Today, I make 10 grand a month from my laptop. Wait, how? Okay, they have to be going, what, why, what, how? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So they watch longer. This mistake cost me 50 grand, and here's what I learned from it. Wait a minute. Okay. Or if you had to make 5 grand in the next 30 days, what would you do? Oh my God, they're going to tell me. Or why are most people stuck in a 9 to 5 grind with no way out? Wait, I'm in one of those. Wait, you get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Most people will ignore this and they will regret it. What
Ooh.
is it?
Mm-hmm.
You have to use these. And there's tons of them. You have urgency, question-based, story-based, contradictory. People see them, but they don't use them, and they try to like make them different. Just use it, okay?
Okay.
And if you can combine when you're saying the hook with an image that represents what you're saying, holy crap,
Yeah, I can do that.
it's huge. Take the time to get these elements together, or your pie will taste like crap, and nobody will come back to your restaurant.
Yeah, okay.
And they certainly won't tell anybody about it.
Nope.
They will not give you an email for it either.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And the only
I
thing that you're
do.
doing is helping people understand the two different models of making money. Work for someone,
Mm-hmm.
work for yourself. That's it. Don't overcomplicate this. There's a million ways you can talk about, use analogies, tell stories about, help people understand these two things. And until you do,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't gonna work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more, nothing less. It's that simple. Okay. So here's what happens when you use hooks. Okay. You get higher engagement rates, you get higher completion rates. When you get higher completion rate, your post gets pushed by the algorithm. Free advertising that's better than running your own ads.
Yeah.
When the algorithm pushes you harder, you get more views. When you get more views, you get more chances of going viral. And if you want to capture and keep people, you have to do this. This isn't optional, okay? I can't stress this enough because I've went out there and looked at everybody's stuff and this stuff is missing. They're doing the craziest, weirdest things. It's so wild. Okay. So there's three. Now this is the next part. Okay. So see, we're down here in step 3.
Yeah.
So what's the first one? What's number 1?
Number one is you got to have the big idea.
Okay. Number 2.
Hook.
Okay. Perfect. Number 3, in all of your content, just have 3 main ideas that you're going to use to prove the big idea. Okay. You're going to have 3 core points that prove the big idea. Don't do any more than, you don't have to do any more than this. Okay. So you're going to come up with 3 key reasons or frameworks or steps that support the big idea you're making, the big idea you're getting across, the core thing that you're talking about. And you're going to rinse
Mm-hmm.
and repeat a lot of different things using different examples, different headlines, different hooks. You could talk about one topic, 1,000 different hooks. Do you understand what I said?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
you could. Yeah, you're just gonna rinse and repeat.
That's it. Don't overcomplicate this. You're going to talk about the
Yeah,
same 5 or 6 big ideas from 1,000 different angles. And this can make you 7 figures for the rest of your life.
I'll take it.
It really is no different than this. Okay. Like it
So,
needs to be
so,
engaging. It needs to be actionable. You need to back things with proof. Use stories from success somewhere else, your own story, pictures, things you've seen in history that make the point of the big idea for that post. Whatever you got to go get.
mm-hmm.
Go to old news articles, go to old books, I don't care what it is, but you better make it real and you better explain what your big point is and make me understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
So, example
Yeah. So
again.
I guess this.
Let me just finish
Mm-hmm.
up here, okay? The example main ideas. So the main idea for this is why 99% of online businesses fail. So in this example that we've been using so far, what are 3 main ideas that I can use to support that main why 99% of online business fail? Number 1 could be they pick the wrong business model. Number 2 can be they focus on traffic instead of offers. Number 3, they give up too soon, okay? So you just pick 3 core things that are going to support the one idea that you have for that post. So when you're putting a post together, oh my gosh, this seems like it takes time. Yes, it does. But one post will do more than 10 of your last posts, 100 of your last posts,
Mm-hmm.
if you do it right. Slow down to go fast. Quit trying to rush the cooking
Mm-hmm.
process. It's going to taste like crap, and people will never come back to your restaurant. And every post is just deteriorating the foundation. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So 3 main ideas. That's it. All right. So the
Mm-hmm.
big idea for the video, the hook, point 1, point 2, point 3. So far, this is what the system looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now the next part is for each main idea. Okay. So we're here in 4 now.
Mm-hmm.
For each main idea, you're going to have three sub ideas for each main idea. This is where you're going to get three ideas with three each. Okay, let me show you just a picture real quick to make sense of this. You see this?
Yes.
Again, I'm sending you these slides. I'm sending you the recording. I just want you to like think about what do you have here? The big idea, the hook, three main points with three sub points. So let's go back and look at this. You want to break down each main idea further using example, proofs, and insights. Now, if you're doing a, a video, you're going, well, how do I fit all this into a 1 minute video on TikTok or whatever? What do?
You link them.
Yeah, beautiful. Just take each of these ideas here, one video, second video, third video. If you just did this for the rest of the year, you would be we'd be yelling your name throughout the mastermind and through all of our stuff because you'd be crushing it. It's
Okay,
nothing
I
more
can
than
do that.
this. It's nothing more than this, okay? So think about it. Your each of these points, each of the things that you're creating, they change the belief and they guide people towards the call to action.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
have to support your idea before you can do anything like this. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Um, so what I've been doing is like a how to, a pain point, and then one about the products, and I've kind of been doing those three. But from what you're saying, this kind of seems like focus more on the how to's, do like three little videos that prove that one point, and maybe do
yeah,
that for
and
the
you're
day.
still going to use how to, and you're still going to use all these different, there's tons of different like content formats, which I'm doing another training on that as well.
Yeah.
But this is like the base structure of all of that. It doesn't matter what format you're using, you're still going to follow this structure. Format
Uh-huh.
how
Uh-huh.
to. But how do you structure the how to? Like this. You have the big idea, which is a how to idea. And then in the how to, you're going to make 3 points. And each of these 3 points, you're going to have three sub points that support the main point.
Hmm.
You have to educate people. You have to change their
Yeah.
beliefs. You have to change their perspectives. You have to change the whole dynamic, or they will not come. Just like you said, if I heard somebody talking about 900 discs and I wouldn't believe them, you would after a few of my videos.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Like what I'm doing right now could be a piece of content. This is a literal good piece of content that people go, damn, I get it.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, this makes people want to watch another one.
Yeah. And it develops trust.
Yeah, because you can't deny what I'm saying. Like it's factual, it's right here in front of you. So look,
Yeah.
for so back here, remember this? We said one of this is like the three main ideas. One of them was they picked the wrong business model. Okay, so now we're in the sub ideas. So what are the three supporting things for that one sub idea? Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Am I making sense? So this is one of the main ideas, which was they picked the wrong business model. Okay, three main ideas. One of them is they picked the wrong business model. So that's point
Uh-huh.
one. Now we're going to talk about what are the three sub supporting ideas to make this point. Okay, so let's look at that. They picked the wrong business model. A supporting point would be, well, trend chasing kills businesses. Okay. So they picked the wrong business model. Here's the thing. The problem is, if I'm doing the content, so the first thing is they picked the wrong business model. So what are we talking about? Well, trend chasing is going to kill your business. If you've been out there, you're like, oh, I'm going to do drop shipping. Oh, I'm going to do social media marketing agency. Oh, I'm going to do Amazon FBA. The reason they have such high failure rates, okay, this is why, because they'll get into one, they go to the next one. They get into, they're just chasing these trends. Here's the other reason. These things, they'll pick a low margin model. And so they're doing
Yeah.
all this work. They barely make any money, kind of like MLM or something like that. And then they burn
Right.
out. So,
Like, yeah, like $9 for a lip gloss.
yeah. So why not sell something where you make maybe a higher ticket sale, like $900. Because if you're not doing that, you're going to
Mm-hmm.
play a losing game. It takes so many of those lip gloss sales. And look how long it takes just to say this. And this is just point one. This is video one.
Yeah.
And they moved to video two. And they're like, damn, I trust this woman. She's actually laying it out, making it make sense, doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why would a person go through all this trouble to tell me this if it wasn't real? That's what's going on in their head. And it's true. So, the right model, it'll help you scale, it'll help you get to freedom. So, this is why digital products and a coaching product are the best leverage. What you need is both of them together. And that's why in the next
Mm-hmm.
video, I'm going to explain the second thing. That's how you make this one video.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next video, you'd get into point two and point three. Now, what you're seeing here, I would put all of them in one YouTube video. Then I would have another video that leads on from this video if I wanted to make a longer video.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to make longer videos, you'd have all 3 points in one video, but then that video, the idea of that video, you want to think of what are 3 or 4 big ideas that I'm going to link together. And each big idea is going to have 3 points in them each with 3 subpoints each. If you're doing short form, you're taking you're taking just this and chopping it up into 3 pieces.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So good. Now here's the 5th piece. Okay. We're down here into the 5th piece. Okay. So what was number 1? Just don't look at your notes.
No,
What was number 1?
big idea.
Number 2?
Hook.
Number 3?
Sub points.
Nope.
The 3 points that describe the big
Yes.
idea.
Number 4?
Sub points for the
Yep.
points.
Okay. Perfect. So number 5 is they need to have a clear takeaway. And what should they do next? That's just it. Just think about it like that. Every video has to have a clear takeaway, like they can put it in their pocket and tell their friend at lunch tomorrow. And then you also have a clear thing that they should do next. Okay. So for instance,
Mm-hmm.
you summarize the lesson so they get the clear takeaway of your point. Then you give them a call to action to the next video, or if it's the final video in your series, you take them to the opt-in or to the order page.
Yeah.
Got it?
I like that. Uh-huh.
Okay. So now that you know why, for our example here, now that you know why most people fail, you're probably going, yeah, well, but how do I pick a business model that actually works? Well, watch this next video. I put it down in the comments, okay, if you're on TikTok, or watch this next video. I put a link in the description if you're on YouTube, where I break down the 3 best models that actually make you money. So this one was all about why most people fail. They picked the wrong model, okay? They went through all this. Now it's like, now I want to show you the 3 best models if I'm doing a big video, right? If you're doing a shorter video, now you have 6 videos. You're going to have the first 3, then you're going to have the next 3 because you're going to go through each of the business models. Then you would say, now let me go show you this.
Mm-hmm.
They will go to your bio. They will go look at your stuff. You don't have to ask them. At this point, they like you so much, they're sniffing around and looking. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So every video should push someone to another video, except for the last one in the stack, that directs them to your sales page or your opt-in page. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So I do have to get going here in a second, but I am going to show you this last little bit here, and then I do have to go. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Has this been helping?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what this looks like. You got video 1, video 2, video 3. If you're doing YouTube long form, this is what it looks like. I would have a 5-video series, and my last video would link to my sales funnel where I get the email, the next page sells the offer, the next page they can go pick the order, they can go pick which package they want. That makes me money, that gives me free time, makes me happy. If you're doing TikTok, this would be one video. This right here would be 3 videos that go to 3 more videos they go to three more videos, they go to three more videos, they go to three more videos, then it goes here. If you did a 5 video series. So what you do is you come up with, maybe you just have 3 videos in your series. So I'm going to show people in 3 videos, three big ideas. I'm going to show them this thing, okay? So I'm thinking about TikTok for you right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that a big idea would have 3 main points to it. So
Mm-hmm.
I know that if I'm doing short form, if it's a 3 video series, it's actually 9 short videos.
Mm-hmm.
You get that?
Yeah.
And my 9th video is going to send them to my thing. If it's 4, it's not 9 videos now, it's 12. If it's 5, it's 15. You see what I'm saying? It's like, because you're going to chop a core video has 3 points with 3 subpoints each. Boom.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you got it? Okay, so check this out. The 3 best content frameworks. Okay. So remember when you were talking about, oh, I do a how-to framework, then I do this type, then I do this type. These are the
Yeah.
3 best ones. Like of all of them, these ones have
Okay.
been proven to work the best. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
the open loop framework. So curiosity-based framework. So the big idea, you're going to present like a mystery or a contradiction that people need to solve. Okay. Like the
Yeah.
hook. Most people get this completely wrong about making money online. The example structure would be introduce the false belief, show proof of why it's wrong, reveal the truth, and provide a solution. Okay, that's it. So this is the framework that you can use. Open loop
Yeah.
framework. Okay, here's some like hooks for this. These are titles, big ideas. Okay, I bet you can't last 3 minutes without wanting to try this. Or, and that video right there would have 3 sub chunks to it. Okay, what if everything you've been told about success online is a lie? Okay, or I mean, you see
Mm-hmm.
them here, right? You're going to get this so you don't have to write them all down, but like, okay. The next framework is the hero's journey framework. So a story-based type piece of content. So the big idea is you
Uh-huh.
position yourself or position someone else that's in the legacy or that's having success, or you or them or one of your customers, doesn't matter. They're this underdog who figured out this solution. So this one lady was living in a tent. Now she's living at home. She makes 6 figures. Okay. She was dead broke, but this one shift changed her life. Okay. And you
Yeah.
show the problem and the struggle. You share the moment of the discovery of she was like, oh my gosh, I found this thing. And then you reveal the solution that created the transformation. So you're going
Mm-hmm.
to be doing a mixture of these 3 types of videos. You're going to be doing the open loop type, the curiosity based. You're going to be doing the story based. Okay. How I went from burned out freelancer to running a 7-figure business, or from $0 to 10,000 a month in 90 days, this lady's exact journey.
Mm-hmm.
She was broke, stressed, and stuck until she found this one solution. It doesn't matter if it's about you, someone else, it doesn't matter. You just got to make the
And
point.
so, yeah, within these, are you saying like, I would start this and then make the 3 sub videos with,
Yeah, this
this
is the big
within.
idea.
Okay. Okay. Got
This
it.
is one big idea. Okay. So when you think of a series, it's like the whole series. Like if there's 3 videos, okay, so if you're like looking at this right here, if there's 3 videos like this right here, these
Uh-huh.
3 videos, when they watch all 3 of them, they're gonna understand one big thing. So you could be
Yes.
like, I'm going to do a 3 video series that makes that explains why being an online entrepreneur is better than having a 9 to 5 job. Then you would find 3 of these that are different. That would be the 3 different big idea videos, each individual idea. Then each of these would have 3 subpoints. They would each have a hook. You would find a hook. This is like the big ideas. Does
Uh-huh.
that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So the third one is a step-by-step action-based. How to, the 3 steps. Follow these 5 steps. Okay. You can also use this if it's follow these 5 steps. You can create 5 different videos.
Right.
It's just understanding that structure Okay? It's understanding the structure that we talked about with this right here.
Uh-huh.
Hook, right? Or big idea, hook, 3 points, 3 subpoints, call to action takeaway.
Yeah.
It's just like a system inside of a system inside of a system inside of a system. They're all the same. Like, this is why people get so confused and they can't do it because they're overthinking all this crap and it's all the same damn thing. So you have these are big ideas for action based. These are big ideas for story based. These are big ideas for curiosity based. Now, here's how it goes, and then I got to go. See how I keep hooking you? Example of five. I keep you like it works, especially when they want to know this stuff.
Uh-huh.
So here's what a 5 video stack strategy looks like. Okay. This strategy will keep them watching. It'll increase my average view duration. It'll increase my click-through rate. This will grow. This works. So check it out. The video stack theme. So here it's all coming together here. So the theme for my 5 video stack, the overarching understanding in these 5 videos that you're going to get is how to make 10 grand a month selling digital products. Video 1. This is the entry point. Look at the diagram, video 1. The title. Why most people fail at making money online and how to fix it. Okay, that was the title. Then I would have a hook for this title. So if I know most people fail at making money online and how to fix it, I could go find some hooks. Okay, I can go find some hooks here, and I could find one of these that would make the most sense for this title.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
so right when they click the
Mm-hmm.
video, I would say the hook. I would do the 3 points with 3 subpoints each. And I say, now that you know why most people fail, let's break down the 3 easiest business models that actually work. Watch this next.
Yeah.
That's like the end. Okay. Then they go to the next video. Video 2, I'm breaking down the business models. The title, 3 online businesses that make 10 grand a month, even if you're a beginner. I would go find a hook for this. And then I would do the 3 points that have 3 subpoints. Then I would say, now these business models work, but how do you actually get people to pay you? Well, that's in the next video. Boom. The algorithm is just like screaming of joy for me. They're like, I'm showing this to people. It's very specific. There's an overarching theme here. We're learning, we're going. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what's
Yeah.
happening
So I
here?
know we talked about, yeah. Yeah. And so I know we talked about this, but basically at the end, I could just be like, show them a picture of the next video and then be like, go to my profile right now, watch this so you can keep learning.
You wouldn't tell them to go to your profile because your profile is going to have the link inside of it.
Well, but then that's where they get all the videos.
No, that's what you're
You know what I
saying.
mean?
That's not what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying in your video, you just tell them. So now that you have the skills to sell, so now you have the skill to sell, but how do you get traffic? Watch the next video.
Okay.
You could
And
say
that's all you have
down
to
in the
say.
comments, here's what you would search to find the video. Just type in this, and you could put your title in there on your TikTok, and they would go find it. There's not going to be an actual physical link if you're using TikTok. If you're using
Right.
YouTube, then you can actually link to the next one because you can just put the link down in the description
Yeah.
or the first comment.
Yep.
You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing that lives up in your profile is a call to action like headline where they can click and go opt in to get the blueprint. And you don't have to go tell
Well,
them to do
what
that because you'll be providing so much value in these videos, they're going to want to go do it themselves. You won't they'll do it. But just hang with me here because this right here, this blue right here is them going to get the blueprint, right? Then when they opt in to get the blueprint, there's a video that sells them on the whole thing, and then they can click to go to find which package they want. And then if they buy, you make money, and this is all working automated, so you have more time. And when you have more time and more money, you're happier.
yeah.
Okay. So do you get what I'm saying so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So again, so now you have the skill to sell, but how do you actually get traffic? That's why you need to watch this next video.
Uh-huh.
When you create these videos, you'd be creating them, you create them all in order first. Like they're all done. You recorded them. They're ready to
Right.
post. Then you can post them all at once and they're just back to back to back to back to back to back to back
Uh-huh.
on TikTok.
Yes. Well, yeah, normally they say wait an hour or two between posting, but if they're all
Who's
like,
they?
because they're people in Legacy, and but if they're all linked, then it doesn't matter if they're going to watch, one, two, and three.
Whoever told you that, I wouldn't listen to them unless they're making seven figures.
Well, yeah, that is what Michelle says. She's like, I would wait an hour, at least an hour. But that's just in general for your three posts a day. I don't know if that would apply if you are specifically making them to watch this one, this one, this one.
Yeah. I mean, it's not about that. If Mr. Beast posts all of his videos back to back to back, they would all get the same amount of views.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because if you're providing value,
If it's
if it's a
good,
good
it's
video,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm not trying to say like that you were wrong. I just was trying to
No,
like
I
make
know
up
that.
a
I'm just trying to like
number.
break your thoughts of like it's not like these little hack things of like when you post or what. It's make good content. You can post as much of it as
Yes,
you want. The algorithm would beg you
yes,
for that.
yes. I'm
Let's get down to
totally
the core fundamental principles of what actually makes this work. And what did I say makes this work? What three things?
what three things? The hook, or wait, the three things you talked at the beginning, right? The click rate and the view time and the session duration.
Those are the only core things. Those are the
Yeah,
fundamental, that's the bones, blood, and electricity running through your body.
I like that because that feels more systematic rather than like,
It
oh,
is,
you got to post at 8 a.m., noon, and
no,
5
you got
p.m.
to get down to
Blah
the
blah
core.
blah.
You're right. You got to get down to the core fundament, like food, water, sleep.
Yeah,
You take one of those away, you're dead.
yeah,
It doesn't matter when you get those, you have to get them all the time.
yeah.
You can't take one away. So that's why I made this because everybody was going off of all these weird ass things and that's has nothing to do with it. This is the core dynamics of what makes this thing work.
Sweet. I like that.
Yeah. So you see how video four is like now that you know, now you have the business and clients, but how do you make it run on autopilot? That's in the last video. And then when you get done with this 5 video series, guess what you do?
You,
Make another
that's when
one.
you do. Yeah.
And after a while, you'll have so many of these out there working for you that you can do one of these series maybe once a month. Then maybe
Uh-huh.
once every Mr. Beast post 15 videos last year. That's the difference
Yeah.
between doing it right and just throwing shit up.
I'll take that.
Okay, I think so. Because you can
Yeah.
get those videos done in our business. We're not trying to create like entertainment videos. We're trying to create videos like what we're talking about here. So if you do this right, you can get months of work done that you don't have to be on social media with. Again, you can do 90 days. You don't have to post shit because you did it all. You got it all done. You batch created. Then the whole time that what you're doing the whole other time is you're distributing the stuff that you made, and that just takes an hour or two a day. It's nothing. And then you can
Mhm.
come up with your next ideas, and you can be more strategic and run a business where you're not running on a hamster wheel. So the final
Mhm.
video, then it's like, all right, this is this video. And then it's like, all right, so if you're serious about making this happen, I built a program, or I'm offering a program, or we have a program that walks you through step by step. Just go to the link and grab the blueprint and get started, or go to the sales page or whatever it is. If you're selling your own community, whatever it is. Okay. And then when you do that, you see that they go down to this, And then that's working for you automated in the background. So each video leads to the next, which gives you more watch time, which equals more social promotion. The final
Yep.
video funnels views into the sales. Like it turns like this whole thing funnels people into becoming leads and sales. And you can just create this evergreen and it can be growing for you. Every year you just keep building these themes and you get smarter and you get better and I mean you have a fortress and you have a personal brand, like everything is going. That makes
Mm-hmm.
sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do have to get going though. I went way over,
Okay.
but I will give you this. I will send it to you as well as the recording, okay?
Cool. Thanks.
So I want to ask you if it's okay if could I post this in the mastermind?
Yeah, that's fine.
I could?
Yes.
You're going to get some people are going to come at you.
You
Like not in a
think?
bad way. They're just going to see you. You're going to get some limelight, okay?
Oh, that's okay.
Okay,
I
cool.
mean, I'm on TikTok all day.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right. Well, was this helpful?
Yeah, it is.
You do have a structure now, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be creating more structures of like different like formats, like problem, agitate, solve format. There's like these different formats, but you know the three best formats: story-based, curiosity-based, action-based.
Mm-hmm.
And these, I'll give you all these slides so you can look through those different types of like lead magnets, or sorry, different types of like titles, hooks, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah, sounds
All
good.
right. Okay. Well, you got more than 30 minutes, I think. So,
I know, huh?
yeah.
Well, I appreciate it.
If you just focus on this, I promise this is it. You have the product, you have the support, you have the people. You just have to focus on these ingredients and you got to put them in the right order.
I will work on this weekend and post it in the mastermind.
Yeah, and I would take track of like start keeping track of like your average view duration, your click-through rate, your session watch time. Your session watch time is kind of hard to see. In YouTube, you can see it, but in TikTok, I'm not sure exactly where to see it, but you'll know that it's going up because you'll see all the other things go up. But basically,
Mhm.
you want to get those average watch time, not 2%, 3%. You want this to be I mean, try to get to 50%. That's always
Mhm.
going to be because of the hook. The click-through rates, really take the time to make a thumbnail. And you'll know because you're creating packs, like themed packs of videos, okay? And I want you to like
Yeah.
really, I want you to like today take note of where your views are, where your followers are. I want you to take note of those things, and then in 30 days, or even in 5 days, 7 days, every week, let's look at what's going on, and we should see trend up.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. I'll write it down.
All right. All right. I'm gonna take off, okay?
Okay. Thanks so much.
All right, you take care.
Okay, you
Bye.
too. Bye.